What's up, everybody, and welcome to my TNA Impact Wrestling review. A lot of big things on the show tonight as we kicked it off with MVP, talking about the 10-man gauntlet match to turn the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. He said Samoa Joe and Nat B8's been taken out for reasons. So, as the Battle Royal started, it started off with Gunner and James Storm. Bobby Roode was pretty much the next guy. Pretty much it was Beer Money teaming up with each other. They tried until Bully Ray came out then. As Bully Ray came out, Bobby Lashley was the next man. After that, well, after Bully Ray, Magnus came out on commentary then. He was out there. At least Sonata was already out there also in the Battle Royale. Who else? EC3 came in. Eric Young. I believe the final guy was Willow. Willow was going after everybody then. As Willow pretty much went after him, Rockstar Spud came out. Willow was trying to get rid of EC3, but Rockstar Spud pulled Willow's leg off, and pretty much Willow chased Rockstar Spud up the ramp then. And I believe someone was the last guy. I'm not sure who it was, but Willow was eliminated then. Sonata got eliminated by Abyss. Bobby Lashley was on a roll, but I believe Roode took him out. Bobby Roode got taken out by Bully Ray. Then EC3 took out Bully Ray, and pretty much Gunner got took out by Storm with a super kick and got his ass out. And then it was like pretty much Abyss, EC3, and I don't know if I say EC3 is eliminated, and Storm left. Pretty much Eric Young got to go against all three of them. Young took out EC3, and then he took out James Storm, kicked him off while skinned the cat, and it became him and Abyss. Pretty much Abyss tried to get him, but Eric Young took him out and knocked the clothes on out of the apron and hung on to it. Then he won the Battle Royale, or a gauntlet match. And pretty much he wanted MVP out here right now, and he wanted to talk because he wanted his title shot. And pretty much says he's been in this company for over 10 years. He said, we're not going to wait till Sacrifice. He wanted his title shot tonight. And MVP gave it to him. He told Magnus, I don't remember hiring you for commentary, but you're going to have your match tonight. And Magnus said, alright, as long as it's under Magnus' rules. And he said, no, it's not happening like that anymore. You're going to defend your title shot, and you're going to ban Abyss. And if you try yourself counted out or disqualified, you will lose the World Heavyweight Championship. Dixie Carter came into her office with Rockstar Spud waiting there, and pretty much said that she was gone, pretty much scaring her. She pretty much Rockstar Spud said he missed her and everything. Glad she was back with the company and everything. And Dixie had left saying she had business to. And Willow pretty much came in and messed up the entire room and all the decorations. ODB versus Gail Kim versus Angelina Love versus Brittany for the Knockouts title, #1 contender spot. Which was a crazy match, I'll say. Crazy fatal 4-way. Pretty much ended up with Velvet Sky spraying some in the eyes of Gail Kim and Angelina Love hitting the Botox injection. Pretty much like a running bicycle kick almost. Winning the match. It was a crazy fatal 4-way, but it was really good. DJ Zema Ion and Jesse were backstage. The American Wolves walked in. Pretty much said they wasn't going to defend titles tonight since Robbie E isn't there and his flight is going to be late. And pretty much MVP said it is going to be a title shot. And if Robbie E doesn't make it for the ring bell time, DJ Zema Ion will have to be his replacement to defend the World Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Dixie Carter came out there and talking about she called out Bully Ray for what happened and see what happened, and she won him out there. And Bully Ray came out as everybody was chanting, "We don't like you," and Bully Ray talked about how the crowd saying, "We don't like you" and everything. Like, you backstabbed this company and you've done a lot of things and screwed over a lot of people as everybody just started TNA then. So you're not the spokesperson for the band since you can come back. And Ray pretty much said, you're not respected in this company, and you pretty much you brought a lot of people down in this company. You don't deserve to be here and everything. And pretty much said, do you know who I am? And pretty much Dixie Carter said, you know who I am. I'm Dixie Carter. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm still your boss. And pretty much he slapped Bully Ray in as Bobby Roode came out, tapped Bully Ray from behind. He got a table, was about to put him through it, but Bully dodged. He almost hit the power bomb on him, but Bully Ray was able to dodge out and get out of there. Then he looked at Dixie, and everybody kept chanting, put her through a table and everything. The crowd. They just kept chanting to put it through a table. And then it pretty much went commercial. Kind of odd. He went to commercial before they was about to, I guess Bully Ray was going to grab, put it through a table. When they came back, she was in the back talking to Magnus, and Magnus was pretty much saying, trying she was doing, and Dixie Carter says, I'm going going home, I'm going to do this. And he called her a typical woman, and he said, you just ungrateful. She pretty much called him for ungrateful, so he's going to feel the wrath of Dixie. And pretty much, when she left, he said, wrath of Dixie, my ass. I don't know how the fuck she escaped from Bully Ray without her going through a table, but it happened. Tag team titles on the line, the American Wolves versus DJ Zema Ion and Jesse. As the match went on, pretty much ended in disqualification. The Wolves about to win it until Robbie E came from out of nowhere, pulled the referee's leg, and it was a disqualification, which didn't make a lot of sense. Christy Emmy came out. Pretty much she had a surprise for Sam Shaw. Sam Shaw came out. People called him a creepy bastard. She said everything's good now. She's gonna take him somewhere. They're gonna enjoy it, and he was glad she could see it in his way. And she pretty much told him to close his eyes. As the screen pretty much showed with a psychiatric ward like truck coming up. Mr. Anderson popped from the back, which then he has blonde hair again. At least he looks like Mr. Anderson again instead of try to get his black hair in. And Anderson pretty much came from the truck. As his eyes were closed and turned around. Pretty much he came to the ring, and she told him to turn around and open his eyes. Anderson hit the mic check, and he got and pretty much held him and said, you know, there's a commitment to his funny arm, and he says, he will say bye-bye to the crowd, and he pretty much waved. He used it like a rag doll, said bye-bye after he mic checked him. He was going to get rid of him, throw him in the truck, and he pretty much threw Sam Shaw out of the ring. And as they were headed to the back, Anderson took him to the back. He threw him in the truck, and pretty much he threw him into the van. And Shaw broke out and pretty much ran off, then escaping Mr. Anderson, which did make a lot of sense because they keep bringing Anderson into this whole thing of getting rid of this psychopathic lunatic now. So I don't know how that's gonna go off, but he escaped them. And as we were ready for the World Heavyweight Championship match, Magnus versus Eric Young for the title, pretty much the match went on. It was really kind of going to a good match. Magnus had hit the low blow on Eric Young. Eric Young pretty much got up then. He tried to throw Magnus across the ropes. Magnus dodged it, throwing him back across the ropes. Pretty much, I guess Magnus tried to go for a back body drop. He hit Eric Young, pretty much kicked him right there, hit the pile driver, and now we have a new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and that name is Eric Young. So now Eric Young is now the new World Heavyweight Champion. He beat Magnus for the title tonight, which is very kind of crazy how they did. I probably wouldn't say it's for the pay-per-view, it's sacrifice, but they did, and pretty much he became champion tonight on that. So tonight we have a new World Heavyweight Championship live on Impact, Orlando, Florida. So I guess it was a really good show tonight. Kind of odd I won the title and can't really take Eric Young seriously, but now since he's a World Heavyweight Champion now, I guess that's a big look, even though Magnus was mostly like a paper champion, as everybody said. Honestly, Magnus never that good as champion because it really sucked in the beginning anyway. You had pretty much 8 guys versus AJ Styles and Sting, which I don't know, hopefully, as for Sting, I think Sting's coming back to TNA now. There's really, I'm not going to get in the whole streak, whatever, like, what would be the purpose of him bringing in if he, what, WrestleMania 31 against Undertaker, there's no streak, unless they can come up with an idea, but since there's not really no streak anymore, you might as well send Sting back to TNA. But I'm not going to get into my opinions on that. It's about the TNA review. Eric Young's the new World Heavyweight Champion. So that's pretty much the show tonight of Dixie Carter returning back on Impact and the title. So once again, you know, it's me, the HWOD, coming here with the news and reviews. Keeping it true, wearing the blue. So you heard this review today, and now we're done with this. And this is TNA, So I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace! Comment, subscribe.